On my way from Ocean City State Park to Twin Harbors State Park, I decided to take a slight detour to the town of Westport, one of the major salmon fishing points here on the Washington coast besides El Waco. And it's a sleepy town. Before 11 o'clock, things aren't really open yet, but lots of boats in the fishing harbor here. And this is a really nice town. I haven't been here in, it seems like, decades. They used to have a ferry back in the 70s from Ocean Shores Marina to Westport Marina, which was a really nice way to get over here. But I'm waiting for a store to open so I can get some fresh fish and chips for breakfast, or I guess it'd be lunch. So let's just walk around and I'll show you what Westport's like. There's a whole lot of fishing vessels in port here, just idle, with the pandemic running rampant. There's hundreds of crab pots here that are not in use. Fishing dock they have. And we'll look up, which is one of the main streets of town. Right up here, there's my rig. I'm in front of the Aloha, Alabama Hawaiian barbecue stand. So this is just a little fishing town here. The lighthouse over there, if you can see it. The sun's at a bad angle right now because it's so early in the morning. When the crabbers and that are out fishing, you can show up here when they come in and get fresh crab and salmon right off their boats. Looks like town is starting to wake up. People are getting in line for their espresso. Town is alive. It's just kind of sleepy. I see an observation deck way down there. We'll have to check that out after lunch. It's always fun to read the names of the boats. There's the Slammer, Tequila 2, the Fury, Playboy 2. Over here we have the Sea Scout, the Sea Angel, Blue Eyes. They're pretty creative with their names. That's how they stand out, especially when they're doing charters. Catchy name will catch customers. Well, my friend Pike, who has been traveling with me, just reported from Twin Harbors State Park that it is closed due to flooding. The entire state park is flooded out. And that reminds me of what the ranger said at Ocean City State Park before I left, that just a week previously when he went through Loop 4, which was the one with all the power and was the busiest with all the huge rigs, he said he drove through that just last week and it was so flooded the water was up to his running boards. So like I say, the winters here in Washington are extremely wet. You might get it all at once where you're at, but here the rain lasts for months because it doesn't come all at once. It just comes steady. So we're hanging out here waiting for this little restaurant to open so we can get some good fish and chips for lunch. And then we'll head on down to Twin Harbors anyway, just so I can show you guys what you can see there. And then we're heading on to Grayland Beach. And if that is swampland, then the next one's going to be all the way down to Cape Disappointment. And I'm pretty sure that's open, I hope. So that's how things go up here in Washington State. Rain, rain, rain. We joke about it, but it's really no joke. We only have maybe 2 months of actual summer where it actually sunshines more than it ever rains for 2 months. So that's what we hold out for. That's why we probably all go south during the winter and then come back at the end of spring when we know the weather in our state is going to be decent enough to enjoy. But that's why we all have web fingers and web toes up here. makes us good swimmers, which I guess is pretty good, seeing how all the water we get. Hey, Kate. The girls are looking at things. Lots of action going around here. The town's finally waking up. Hey, it's time to go order my lunch. Yes, fresh fish and chips. And I got a friend that went down to Grayland Beach, and he's going to report back and let me know if that's flooded out too. So that way we'll know just how far down the coast we have to go to the next state park that's hopefully not flooded out due to Pacific storms that we've had this past 2 weeks prior. Okay, well, hang in there. We never know what's happening next around here. Well, that's the observation tower. We're going to climb up and see what the view is. I'm up here on the observation deck. You get a bird's eye view of the fishing town of Westport, Washington. Here's the jetty. We'll walk over here to this view scope. Come on, girls. Some big waves coming in. Whoa. Over yonder is ocean shores. Looks like some tugboats taking lumber out, logs or something. Yep, you can see down here the damage on the walkway. That's from some of the tremendous Pacific storms we have here. High winds, driving, pounding surf. Just picks up these rocks like they were foam rubber, toss them around. So we're going to head off to Twin Harbors State Park. Check out that, see how badly flooded it is. It's shut down, closed off, but I'll take you down there and show you anyway. Then I'm going to head down to Grayland Beach, and if that's closed, then we're heading all the way down to the last state park on the Washington coast, and that's Cape Disappointment. So, you girls ready? I guess so. All right. Well, here we are at Twin Harbors State Park, just outside and south of Westport. And like my friend said, it is closed due to extreme flooding. He just called me from Grayland Beach, the next state park on the Washington coast, heading south. He says that's shut down for flooding. He talked to the park ranger, who said that they had just this past week had 17 inches of rain. So anyone who tells you it doesn't rain in Washington probably has a bridge to sell you too. So can't really do anything here, so we'll head down to Grayland Beach and see what that is. I'm finding out real fast, some places in Washington during the winter you just don't go. Okay,